So before yesterday, we only have 2 people sign up for the presenters.
Oh no.
But yesterday, yeah, the number just going crazy rapidly. Yeah.
It's growing exponentially. It's like COVID.
Yeah. And also, I think people like make it be just before the deadline. Yeah.
I think it's quite common now. It's always like that,
Yeah.
right? People.
Yeah, just before the deadline. Yeah. Hi, Tianyue.
Hiya.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
How are you? Yeah, we can hear you.
Good, good. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good, good. Yeah. Hi, Gary.
Hey,
Yeah. Welcome.
What's up, Gary?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
Were you the one that got the 300 megabyte presentation?
I got the big one. I got
Oh,
the big
man.
one.
I can't
Let me test the
wait.
video now.
Can't
Hi,
wait to
Bercy.
hear you
Bercy.
explain it.
Cool.
Yeah,
You
people are
guys are in
coming.
for a treat.
Hi, Maha.
Sorry, there's a dog barking in the background, so I'm muting myself until she calms down. But hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi, Christina.
Is everyone ready?
Looking for 2 more speakers.
Nice to
I
see so
think-
many people.
Yeah. So let me check the list.
We are still waiting for 2 more speakers.
Yeah. And I said she will come, but
1 more is there, Benchmark. So
Okay. Hi, Winchell.
Oh, hi.
Do you think we can go around and introduce ourselves just during this time that we are waiting, just to get to know each other?
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Maybe just name and the department where we are working, and like some fun fact about ourselves. Just very briefly. Maybe Longfei, you can start first.
Okay. So yeah, I'm Longfei, and I'm a postdoc at CCL, and yeah, the second year postdoc. So I'm doing computer vision stuff. Yeah, not so funny. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm the fundraising chair of the PDA. So I just try to organize this event and have some fun. Yeah. Okay. Christina,
Who goes
you're
Yeah, okay, I can go next. I'm Christina Floria. I'm sorry I'm in the shadow here because I'm always in the shadow whenever I put the video on and people are complaining. For some reason, the lighting, it's not in the proper way. Just a few words about me. I'm the vice president of the MIT PDA. I'm working in the biological department. My research is focusing on cartilage biomechanics. So if you guys have any troubles with your knees, think about me, because the research that I'm pursuing, it's basically just understanding what's happening right after the injury. And one fun fact about me, I'm originally from Romania. You probably heard about Dracula. So I moved from Romania, from the land of Dracula, to Finland, to the land of Santa Claus. And I continue my postdoc. I came to US and I always call it the land of Mickey Mouse. So I'm more than happy to be here and give the floor to whoever is next. Maybe Seth. I just see it's a different, probably the names on my screen is the third one. Yeah, go ahead, Seth.
Okay, Christina, pleasure to meet you. I'm Seth Benzel. I'm a PhD, I'm a postdoc at the MIT. Yeah, thank God I'm done with that. Postdoc at the MIT Initiative on the Digital Economy. And I'm going to be an AP next year in Southern California, so come and visit me. Not at a university called Chapman University in Southern California.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
congratulations.
I feel really bad for any of you who are going to be going on the market next year. Sorry.
So I noticed that Anne has come. Hi, Anne.
Let me unmute myself. Hi, I'm sorry. Other introductions. I'm Ann Skoczynski. I'm the director of postdoc services, and I'm sorry I'm a bit late. I was riding my bike and was a little bit delayed, but I'm happy to be.
No worries, we just shorted.
What? Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I'm so glad to see a crowd here. This is really exciting. I can't wait to see how this works. I didn't get to go to this last year. So.
Yeah, we're just introducing ourselves. Yeah.
Thank you.
Before the presentations. Yeah.
I go next. I'm Bianca. I am a postdoc in AeroAstro. I'm doing my postdoc in computational solid mechanics and failure of materials, like in a broad sense. One fun fact about me, I'm going to move to the Netherlands in the next 6 months because I got a faculty position there, and I'm starting to learn Dutch, which I don't actually speak. So it's gonna be fun.
Okay. Thank you.
So next up, I will go. I'm Ashwin. I'm doing my postdoc in Whitehead Institute in neural development. and I'm also the co-chair of the Postdoc Association of Integrating. I will be co-hosting the event today along with Long Fei.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashwin, for your help. Yeah. And next is Tianyue.
Hi, my name is Tianyue Chen, and I'm a postdoc in MIT Kavli Institute. So my research is focused on cosmology. So basically, I study how the universe expands and fitting models to the universe expansion history. Yeah, that's me. I joined MIT since last October, and hopefully I will stay here for another 2 or 3 years.
Great. And Gary?
Hi, everyone. So my name is Gary, and I'm a postdoc working at the Koch Institute. And I guess a fun fact about me is that my favorite animal is the raccoon. And I like Lego, as you can see from the back.
Okay. And who is next?
I can go next. So
Oh,
hi,
Maha.
everyone.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maha. I'm a postdoc in the Aeroastro department. Started in August, and my work is looking at how we can connect oceans to space. A fun fact is this virtual background, I didn't take this picture, but actually it's right outside my office. So my office window is like right above my head right here. So I can pretend I'm still on campus.
I'll go. So I'm Bryce. I am a postdoc in the Aeroastro department in the Space Systems Laboratory, and my work is on orbit assembly, additive manufacturing, robotic on orbit assembly of space structures. And one fun fact about me is I ran a ultra marathon a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
And Winchild, can you do the next?
Hi. Hi, I'm Wencha. I'm a postdoc here. It's the start. I started my 3rd year here at MIT, so I'm in physics department. So I'm doing quantum simulation and quantum computation with ultra cold atoms. So yeah, I trying to find a job this year, but where all the universities may potentially give me offer for the hiring, so I guess I have to try next year. That's it.
So what's your background? Where
My
is it?
background is in Greece.
Oh.
That's the October. My parents and I went to Greece just for vacation, so that's my background now.
Okay. Anyone else?
Harish?
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
all.
Harish.
Hey, hi, I'm Harish. I'm a postdoc at MIT Chemistry, and I'm one of the PDA members. I'm the recording secretary for the PDA. And not so much a fun fact, but I actually make batteries for Lamborghini. So I'm the only one actually who makes batteries for Lamborghini worldwide. Yeah, that's all.
Hi, I'm Yasmina. I'm a postdoc at Material Systems Lab, and the fun fact is I have 3 cats and a dog.
Jesse.
Oh, Jesse.
Yasmina, can I just make a comment on Yasmina's cats and dog? There's going to be a new benefit starting soon of pet care.
Oh, cool.
Pet care. Wow.
Child care for your pets.
Does it apply also for hamsters?
I don't know, Christina. It might.
Because I'm having this small hamster who is full of energy during the night. So I might use some support.
They are nocturnal.
I definitely would like to have some support when I travel for conferences. It's now there's no problem because no travel, but in general.
Jessie, would you like to say something? Okay, let's skip Jessie. Yeah, she I can introduce her. She is my wife.
Oh.
Yeah, next one. So she's now working at the MIT Child Care Center. Yeah, as a associate teacher. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Jessie.
Yeah, so she's taking care of my daughter. It's very noisy outside. Yeah. So I guess, yeah.
Did Hans Zhang introduce himself or herself? I think we have someone joining late.
Yeah.
Hi, Han. Do you think you can introduce yourself? Just a few words, your department, and a fun fact.
I will say about me.
Sorry, I said.
Yeah, you can
introduce. I never can guess the gender.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Okay, it's okay. Yeah. So I'm a master of Boston University, and I'm the friend of Long Fei. So my department is computer science. Yeah, and my concentration is security. So I'm interested in this meeting. So I come here to have a look and attend us.
Welcome, Han.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome. Ashwin, I think, yeah, Ashwin is our MC tonight. Yeah, I think you can start.
I don't know if Miriam introduced herself or if I missed it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was on
Miriam.
another Skype call. I'm sorry, that's why I joined late. I'm a postdoc at PE, and I'm focusing on the development of new imaging agents for brain imaging. And one fun fact from me is that I can fall asleep everywhere and anywhere, anytime. So go ahead.
Okay, welcome everyone. So tonight we have 7 presenters here. Yeah. So Ashwin, can you just introduce and start the process? Hi, Ashwin, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Ashwin, cannot hear you.
Okay, I just got disconnected because my net was unstable. So did you start or shall I introduce and start?
Yeah, we can start. Yeah.
Shall I?
Yeah, we can start now. So we just finished our self-introduction and we can go to the presentations. Yeah.
Okay. So welcome everyone to the 3rd annual MIT PowerPoint Fun Slam competition. The event is hosted by the MIT and sponsored by Fun for Humor. Today's format is we have speakers for the competition, and we have 7 speakers. Each speaker has 8 spots, I suppose you have got your PowerPoint slides. Please download them as soon as possible and open it. You have to share slides as well. So you get 7 minutes, keep the time and notify you 1 minute before the time. So
I think it's gonna be hard if his internet is not good.
Yeah, I think we lost Ashwin.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost him again. Hi, Ashwin.
I'm back again.
Yeah. Welcome back.
So first up is Bianca, who is from AeroAstro, and her topic is gain calibration given a day at average template.
Hello? Sorry, I didn't expect to be the first one. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. So I'm gonna start.
Yay. Give some clap. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the introduction. So I want to present some of my recent work today. So I'm going to present a presentation from the title Gain Calibration Given a Day Average Template. And here I really want to highlight the buzzword. The buzzword in this title is like day average template. Don't let you fool it. Template here is a very technical term. And it actually means
Can I pause you for a minute, Bianca? Yes. Sorry. You have to share the screen as well so that we can see. And
I see. Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah, I have to inform one more thing. Like, you have to be as funny as possible. So the funniest person wins the prize. So there is only one prize, single winner, and the rest of will get also complimentary prizes. All these will be gift cards. So the first prize will be a $50 gift card, and the rest of them will get a $25 gift cards. Woo. So yeah, clap for that.
Okay. Do they add up?
Try to win the first place. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I think we're seeing the presenter view. If you could flip it.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, do you mind?
This way's good.
Sure. Wait. No, let me share the appropriate window then. I'm really not familiar with PowerPoint, like, believe it or not.
So there will be, okay, I need to continue. There will be voting at the end of the presentation for all the presenters. So who are non-presenters, they will vote. I will send a link to voting. As soon as the presentations are done, you can vote based on your choice or preference, who you think was the funniest and spontaneous person. And based on the voting, whoever gets the most votes will win the prize. And if there is a deadlock, then there will be a committee between Longfei, myself, Yasmina, and Christina, and Anne. We will decide who is going to get the prize. Okay, Bianca, it's your turn now.
Can you guys see my like the correct screen now?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, we can see it.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right, so I was about to say, I was about to highlight the buzzword in this title. This is template. This is a very technical word, and it actually means temporarily late. So we're talking about people who on their average day are temporarily very late. So here, we're not talking about MIT +5, we're talking about really pathological conditions. And the idea of this work is that we want to investigate what happens if you do some gain calibration. This is clearly a social experiment. This means we're trying to reward people for not being late. And again, I'm not talking about MIT +5. I'm talking about like serious late people. So I want to familiarize with the notation a little bit in this slide. So we're gonna indicate with G the gain, so what we're going to reward the people. And we have two main variables. One is V here. V is the time we observe, which means the time when we see the person actually coming to the meeting. And V bar is the time that we want them to come to the meeting. So clearly, the more the two V and V bar are different from each other, and then the more reward that I need to give to this person to be on time to their meeting. So as with everything, we have collected some data. And here I want to highlight the fact that we have started paying people for not being late. And the equations that I'm showing here are extremely trivial. That's the reason why I'm not going in any details with them. Actually, they do not add up anything to the presentation, so that trivial they are. And I need to be honest with you guys, I didn't prepare this presentation myself. My student did. I really asked her, don't put very trivial equations in the presentation. Try to make it as like difficult as possible. But of course, you know, students, I mean, no matter what you say, they never listen to you. So that's why these trivial equations got in this presentation. So let me jump to the next slide. These are some results of our study. So the idea is that we took a single day, people having meetings on that day, and we did this experiment around the Tau A, that is a very well-known city in Montana, and we did them in winter. Doing them in winter is really, we realized, a game-changing thing, because, you know, winter in Montana is really, really cold, like not Boston cold, but really, really cold. And that really affected our results, as we're going to see. So here in these three graphs, what I'm showing is, so on the X, it's the time of the meeting. So for example, this is like 4 p.m., 4:25 p.m. And here, what you see in the Y component is how much we actually pay the person. So as you can see, there is so this is clearly the day, like the actual time of the meeting. And we started seeing people actually coming to the meeting early if they were paid. And then people coming to the meeting exactly on time, and still people coming to the meeting late. And here I have to be honest again. When I say rewarding people, there are two components of the reward. So as you see here, there is real and imaginary. So some of it was actually real money, and some of it was imaginary money. So we started giving them like monopoly money, stuff like that. They started realizing that, so that was a little bit tough. But we tried to like study the correlations between the result that we were actually getting and the money being like true, like real or imaginary money. And these three graphs are just showing what happens on 3 different days. So the colder days, you see that you need to pay more and more the person. So I want to really emphasize it here. Note the amplitude change. The more it's cold, and the more you need to pay the person to be on time. So this is the main result that we found in this study here. So let me just skip this correlation. This is again about real money, imaginary money. I really don't want to go into the details here. I really don't want to like say too much around it and giving like fake money to people for an experiment. So let me skip to the most important slides with the results. What you can see from this plot is the crazy match that we can obtain when we have like, so the blue time is the time that we actually want the person to appear at. And the calibrated time is the time after the gain calibration. So we can see that like from the raw data, we could like move the time that the people were appearing at their meetings to a really close match with the template time. So we were very, very proud of this result. So that being said, let me go to discuss the future work. Soon working in this with my students, we realized that it doesn't make a lot of sense to like give people an amount of money, like I don't know, $25 to all of them, all the people that we are experimenting with. And the reason is this, like pretend I have Bill Gates in front of me and I tell him, hey Bill, I'm going to give you like $25 just to be on time to your meeting. He's going to say, well, yeah, I mean, I don't even care. But a postdoc, for example, who would do something like this for actually $25, then you see the money has like a different kind of impact. So we really need to normalize the amount of money that we give to people in like based on their personal individual income. And that is what we are trying to do in our future work. We're gonna repeat these experiments and normalize the amount of money that we give to people for showing up on time. And again, another set of like very trivial equations that I, the more detailed students are really, yeah, today they really want to write very, very easy stuff on their slides. So in conclusion, we saw very promising results using this data template calibration. So again, paying people for not being late, but we need to calibrate the money that we give to the individual income of the actual person. Yeah, and we want to extend this framework more in general, like maybe with kids and like more and more people. And it's
okay, last minute.
I really want to emphasize, sorry?
Last minute.
Yes, I really want to emphasize that it's really non-trivial to deploy this in real time. So thank you very much for listening to me today.
Yay, great talk.
Questions?
So next up is Bryce Dure from Department of Aeronautics and
Hello, let me share my screen quickly.
Engineering Nanoscale Therapeutics for Kidney Disease is his topic. So again, you have 8 minutes and I will let you know the time.
Can you see my screen?
No.
Yeah, it's connecting.
No, wait, no, yeah.
Yeah, now it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bryce Dorr, and today I'll be presenting Engineering Nanoscale Therapeutics for Kidney Disease. MIT 28, or me, 28. Okay. So, next slide. Uh-oh. That's not good. Well, having problems with the share screen.
Is this a part?
Is this part? Yeah.
Let me re-pull it up. Can you see that? There you go. Okay, so currently chronic kidney disease is a public health problem. So we have 30 million Americans with chronic kidney disease, or CKD for short. And then, come on, transition, you can do it. If there is a transition. Oh, there we go. Man, gotta love PowerPoint when it works, right? So currently there's 90,000 end-stage kidney disease that's the mortality rate. So that's kind of high. We need to fix that problem somehow. But we have $114 billion invested in these CKD and ESKD treatments here in the US, which is great. More money in curing these diseases, the better, because less death. So here we have nanoscale drug carriers can alter drug pharmacokinetics. So we have small molecules like these on the left, small size. I see some oxygens and OH bonds. I'm no chemist. These look very, what you call it, water insoluble. And we have some drug that there's currently no drug in this human on the left, but when you give them the drug, apparently all the blood rushes throughout their body outside of their veins and arteries. So that's not a good sign. But we have these nanoscale drug carriers, and you can see them right here with these little, looks like a double helix possibly, but they are water soluble compared to the small molecules. And they are neutral, positive, and negative charge. Good question. I have no idea, but they target ligands. And as you can see here with this drug carrier, they only stay in the kidney area. So I think that's a good sign. So then we have the glomerular filtration barrier, which is both charge and size selective. So you can see these really interesting images on the left and middle right here. Oh wait, that's an expanded view. So we have this FP. I have no idea what that is. So let's keep clicking on this slide to see what the definition is. So click, no definition. So we have the LMW, and then it has some negative charges throughout, and then it gets more when it's 80%. So that should mean something to someone. But then we don't talk about this picture on the left, so we move on to the next slide. Right here we have highly anionic polymers accumulate in the kidneys. So same thing. PBS, public broadcasting station. They fund this, I guess. But then you have LMW, 80%. So more negative charges, I guess. And then you can see with this plot on the left, heart, lung, liver, spleen, and kidneys. As you increase the concentration somehow, possibly, or maybe I think these two images are separate, so maybe not. But you have some minimum and some maximum, and there's no, maybe these images do mean something together. So LMW 80% concentration or max with the heart is less colorful than the kidney. So that's all I got to say about that. And then if we look at the total radiant efficiency tissue, the kidney has a lot of LMW 80%. So you have to make sure something happens with that. So then we move on to the next slide. They accumulate in the proximal tubule cells. So I think that's what this little outline is right here. So that's pretty cool. A microscopic view, I think. So great thing to look at. Summary and conclusions. Panel.
Sorry to disturb you. We didn't go to the next slide.
Oh, there's a next slide?
Still, no, we are still in the previous slide, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, really? You can't see any of it?
We're stuck at glomerular.
Yeah, we are frozen.
Oh. Huh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Let's try stop sharing and reshare. Okay, let's just do this for now because technical difficulties. Summary and conclusion. Panel polymers with fixed molecule weight, but different anionic densities was synthesized. Just a block of text, so you would probably fall asleep by now. And lastly, these polymers are useful for drug delivery to the kidneys. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, next up is Gary from Koch Institute and Chemical Engineering. His topic is integrated pumped hydro reserve osmosis systems.
Great. I'm just pulling up the slides now. I can find it. This is not part of the active comment.
So as you know, you will have 8 minutes as well. I will let you know the last minute.
Too many, sorry, I have too many windows up, so it's kind of making it hard to find it. Let me close some stuff.
It's great that we have so many participants.
Okay, can you see my slides now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll leave it in this view in case it doesn't do, in case it doesn't do well. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Professor Zanthorpe of Mars Institute of Technology. Today, we've had the great privilege of intercepting an Earthling science presentation, and it is my delight to completely tear this apart, because we know that Mars physics and science is obviously superior to Earthling science and what they call physics. So we've intercepted this discussion about integrated pumped hydro reverse osmosis systems, which is, none of these are words in a Martian dictionary. So we're gonna tear this apart. So apparently on Earth, they have a huge problem with renewable energy and water. And they think that these hydro systems are very robust and economical and mature and efficient and whatever. But of course, we all know that on Mars here, we have the great privilege of having all those ice caps. So we have all this water. So this is a non-problem for us. And they have a problem with fresh water, which is really baffling, because we all know that 75% of Earth is made of water. I mean, there's no distinction between salt water and fresh water. It's all water to us Martians, but they need to make this distinguishment, because then fresh water is special. But anyway, they have a problem with this, and something about automatic teller machines and getting money, and something about the environment. But yeah, so they need to generate fresh water. And apparently they're trying to do this through something they call hydro energy, which, you know, by Martian standards doesn't exist, because we completely generate all of our energy through giant batteries. So what they do is, I'm just looking through the slides here. They have these things called coasts, which is really baffling, but I think this is due to the natural Earth geography, because again, they have 75% water, so they have things like coasts and beaches, whereas, you know, magnificent Mars, we're completely landlocked. So but I guess they make use of these coasts, and they're able to combine things like capital investments and pump costs to make again, seawater hydro. So we advance to the next slide. It does look like they can make use of their oceans, which is again baffling, because Mars doesn't have any oceans, to then, well, I mean, this is a very simple slide. We teach this kind of stuff to, you know, our Martian kindergartens, and they have to learn this at, from our sources, say the graduate level. So I'm not going to even explain this, notwithstanding that I might not be able to explain this, but I'm just going to assume that everyone knows that this is the system that they're using to convert ocean to mountaintop reservoir. And again, this is another very elementary, very basic figure that all Martian kindergartners know, but it seems like they have to do these things. This is an Earth word, and you know my English is not very good, but it looks like it's a pump or a generator. But anyway, they use these generators to I guess like suck up ocean into higher up places, which you know, us all Martians know that this is a great risk for flooding, and Earth people like do this voluntarily, which is completely mind-baffling. But anyway, they put water in a higher location. I guess they use that to power stuff because you know Earth has energy problems. So here we see, you know, one of the what Earthlings call an equation, and they have what again, pardon me, my English is very bad, an I index, which is a relationship between some kind of storage potential. So I guess they're, you know, trying to account for all of their closets and whatnot, and then distance to coast, which again is baffling to us because we don't have these things as coast. So this is completely unfathomable to all of us. But in this place, which I assume is an Earth place, in a place called Chile, again, my Earth English is very bad, they've looked at these different I indices, and then they've, you know, quantified how much potential like global watches that they can make from all of this. And I think it's because watches are important for generating this type of water or whatever power that they're trying to generate. But from this, there is apparently tremendous opportunity for all of them. So going back to this I index, I don't think what they meant as actually storage potential to distance to cost, because you know us Martians, we associate opportunity with investment. So I believe what they actually meant is, you know, this investment index. And I presume, again, you know, I can't really make out Earth English very well, but the general trend, I believe, is of this red line. Of course, in Mars, we call it blue. This blue line here, you know, while it's going up and down, much like the Martian stock market, the general trajectory is that it's up. So I think that they're trying to say that there's a lot of investment opportunity with these different places in Chile, USA, Chin, Yoi, but also, again, I have to apologize. My knowledge of Earth geography is very, very poor. But yes, with that, our military has been very privileged to be able to intercept this privileged earthern communication. And our top engineers are trying to reverse engineer this, but of course we can't because we don't actually have bodies of water. And I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you.
Thank you. Great talk. So next up is our speaker, Maha from AeroAstro. Her topic is quantum simulation with ultra cold fermions.
Great. Let's see.
So as you know, I will keep the time. And
Can everybody see my screen okay?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So today we're going to be talking about quantum simulation with ultra cold fermions. And basically what all of these big words really get down to is that we've proven that magic exists. And I'm going to step you through that as we show you that it's real, that nobody was making it up in the first place.
Cool.
So as you know, magic is really, really powerful, a really beautiful thing, and it's really magical, where light and atoms meet. And so magic is now a scientific term that we're going to use to describe how we can manipulate atoms and photons to do everything we want in the world. So in order to understand the origins of magic, we first have to get to really small, really cold places. So how do you do that? Well, the best way is to find a magnifying glass and get really close to something that's really, really cold. And as you can see here, we've actually caught magic in action. We see that this black puck is literally levitating magically. And we can simulate this actually, and we simulate it using both springs and springs with various colored beads in place. And depending on how the beads move along the strings, we can start to see some interactions that happen between objects levitating using magic. And so here, what I want to point out is that the plus beads are the best beads to use to get the most levitation out of your black puck if you'd like to try this trick at home. But don't forget the magnifying glass, remember that. And so we have developed the Fermi-Hubbard model, named after the two dogs I have at home because they were there as we witnessed magic happen. And in this model, there's two competing forces. So we have Fermi, who's the blue dot, and Hubbard is the red dot. And so as you can see, Fermi is a much bigger dog. He weighs about 9.5 kilograms, and Hubbard is a much smaller dog, 7.5 kilograms. And so as the two of these interact, you can really see the telekinetic powers that they have in developing magic. So we're able to literally move these dark blue beads without any structure in between from one side of a spring to another side of the spring. And that can be quantified with this lambda here of how far they go. And we can put it in terms of an equation, though I have to be honest, I wasn't paying too much attention as this equation was derived. I was too busy watching my dogs. And in watching my dogs, I saw that they exhibited some very interesting patterns. The red dot is Hubbard moving around the house, and the blue dot is Fermi moving around the house. And they seem to intersect right in the middle right here. And so that's where I wanted to send my magic magnifying glass to find magic next. And yes, so we are going to use the magnifying glass to really focus on this area here where they were interacting to see if we can find out about another phenomena known as tunneling. And it'll be, it'll be interacting, they'll be interacting on site. Okay, there are way more transitions than I had planned. And so what I found as I watched them play with each other is that magic actually has a range of different colors that you can see on a spectrum, and it's really dope. So that's what the x-axis is. The x-axis is how dope your magic is, and the temperature is how hot it is. You know how some people say like that was really hot, like that was really awesome. So dope and temperature are two competing metrics of awesome. And so what we're most interested in is where is the crossover, and how do we get that crossover to make these really, really magical situations happen. When we get there, it takes some strange metals to bring us to that crossover, and I like to call them bad metals, because these metals are really bad because they resist magic, and as you know, resisting magic is not fun, so we don't want to do that. And actually, resisting magic is pretty abnormal, and you have to be a pretty weird person to resist that. So we don't want to resist magic. So how can we use these bad metals to our advantage? Is that even possible, or should we just get rid of them? And so what I created was a MATLAB model because everybody loves MATLAB, and why not model magic using MATLAB? And so to start off with, I looked at, you ever look at those foam mattresses that you get? And so basically all those foam undulations can be filled with a lot of these bad metal particles. And then what we can do is we can shake it up and we can see what happens as these particles move up and down at some frequency. And what I found is that they change color, which was pretty cool and pretty magical. And then all of a sudden they turn into two atoms, or sorry, two of these balls. And so I found that, yeah, in fact, you can take bad metal. As long as you shake it up enough, you can get it to stop resisting magic and make some pretty cool things happen. And so here I have a colorful graph of how this is happening. As you can see over time, the bad metal is changing a little bit of shape, and we're getting it to really relax. We're getting it to chill out. We're getting it to really like and stop being resistive to magic as it's happening. And you know, if you're interested, I invite you to read our paper and learn more about it. And here's an equation that we can model this over time. But really, I just want to end on this point that it really matters, these interactions with temperature, because like I said, magic is really dope and really hot. So as we change temperature, how fast we can get that bad metal to relax changes over time. So it's actually a linear relationship, and we can plot that all out and prove that magic exists, and we can get anything to interact and like magic. So yeah. Bad metal behavior, bad, magic, good. We can make it happen. Thank you.
I was shirtless.
Everyone is keeping in time. That's really good. So next up is Seth Benzel from MIT Initiative on Digital Economy. His topic is towards a computational full scale foreign object damage test on jet engines. Interesting.
Yeah, guys. So thank you so much for the opportunity to present at your conference. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. And the reason for that is, let me put this to full screen. And the reason, oh, wait 1 second, escape. Let me actually share screen first. The reason that I'm so excited to present here. All right, are you guys getting it now?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
The reason I'm so excited to present here is because you guys are known for really being accepting of new provocative ideas. I'm not going to come in here and estimate, you know, the malleability of some metal to some sort of impact for the 1000th time. You've all seen that. Today, I'm going to give you a new way of looking at a problem that you've thought about before and I know has been keeping you up at night. And I just want you guys all to keep an open mind. Okay, so toward a computational full-scale foreign object damage test on jet engines. So as we all know, ever since jet engines first evolved in the Paleozoic era, their main source of sustenance has been birds, right? They're hungry creatures. They prowl the sky, desiring the meat of the birds. But as we all know, all planes have a certain amount of birds that they can eat before their teeth fall apart, and the plane ultimately no longer becomes useful. And today, the planes that are shepherded but our leading transportation companies are fed a liquid diet to make sure their teeth quality don't degrade, and that keeps the planes alive for a much longer period of time. However, despite this innovation, when you've got the plane up there, it's going to put out its signal that it uses to draw in birds into its deadly mouth. And so the question that this presentation asks is there a way we can make jet engines less provocative and enticing for birds? Okay. As we all know, actually throwing birds into jet engines would not be allowed by the IRB. And so it immediately becomes a question of like, can we simulate this in a model? Okay. Now, birds' wings have lots and lots of parts. They all interact in highly complex ways. And so we're going to need a lot of computational power in order to attack this problem of how do we communicate to birds. I've tried talking to different sorts of people who claim to be able to talk to birds, but in double-blind studies, their capability of talking to birds has been shown to be extremely limited. And I think it's fundamentally because their computers aren't good enough. And I think with enough computers, we can finally figure out how to communicate to birds. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got a chart here on the right-hand side here. And this indicates the different bird talkers we've talked to. As we give them more time to communicate with the birds, they're more successful at getting the birds to go away from them, right? And that's pretty much clear of all of the different bird talkers we interacted with. So clear, okay, screen, got to save your screen. Okay, so yeah, so that's what we talked to the bird walkers about. Okay, so now this is a simulation of what it sounds like to a bird when we implement the engine signal, right? And you can see this is the physical sound description of what it sounds like. Now, you guys can't hear it at home, and that's because it's a song at a frequency that only birds can hear. And then this is what happens to the bird's brain. It is completely exploded by the signal. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. All right. So now you might ask, okay, so what's my solution? How do I actually get to exploding that bird's brain like you saw in that simulation? And then the answer is you have to think about the plane's engine as a giant trumpet, right? It's a giant thing of sound shooting out. And then how then do you get the trumpet to play in the right way? Well, it's all about your fingering, right? And as you can see here, we're simulating getting better and better at fingering until finally our trumpet is fingered in exactly the precise way in order to communicate with the bird. Okay. As you can see, we tried communicating with the bird on many different frequencies. Birds actually are very, very sensitive listeners, and that's why they're used. You may have heard of the canary in a coal mine. That's because they can hear upcoming earthquakes. Okay. As you can see, we completely have shifted standard practice, right? This is not how you would standardly prevent birds from entering your engine. Now you might ask, so you've got an engine, right? But what can we do to make it more exciting to the birds, right? And you look at this gray engine here, it's dull, it's drab. This is not the kind of engine that a bird's gonna listen to. It's just gonna see, it's just gonna hear it, it's all gonna be drowned out. We need to give this some more pizzazz. We need to jazz it up. And as you can see, this jazzed up engine, a lot more able to communicate and grab the birds' attention. And you can see our modeling is so precise that a single processor, you can see here, has completely modeled the bill of a duck right here. And this is just a single processor. So I mean, imagine what we can do if I'm able to get more funding, right? I mean, it's not precise, right? I had to draw in the eyeball, but you can see where this is going and it's on the right track. Okay, so we tried to bring in a vibration and out. So we've tried all those different frequencies by which we might talk to the bird, but maybe it's not about the frequency, it's about the vibration. Because as sound engineers know, the frequency of a sound and the vibrations of a sound are very, very different things. And we even tried, we even tried crack, and that didn't help, but okay. Yeah, and so guys, at the end of the day, just to wrap up here, I've tried talking to bird communicators, they're bird-brained. We need to radically rethink our bird communication technologies if we want to prevent our planes from dying. Thank you.
Good talk. So next up is Tianyu Chen from MIT Kavli Institute. The topic is United States deficit policy playing with fire?
Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about some study on the United States deficit policy. So first of all, I'm going to share my screen. Yeah. So during the 2020 pandemic lockdown, Blanchard has nothing better to do. So he decided he's going to make a study on the debt. So during his study, his main topic is about whether it is risky or is it safe that if we save money in order to avoid some debt. Of course, during the lockdown time, you cannot be very productive and your accuracy might decrease. So we have to compare his theory with the previous one. That is from 1965. So in the okay, I can, right. Sorry, my screen shows a bit strange. Is it here? Yeah. So, first of all, let's look at the new study. So in Blanchard study, he basically quantified the safety and risk into two quantities, which is R-safe and R-risky. The R-safe matters because, of course, we don't want to lose too much money, and the R-risky is also matters because we need to know if it's good that we can get some debt and then pay that later without paying too much interest. First of all, let's look at the safe rate. So in the figure, you can see this safe rate. Basically, it's horrible because we have more debts than we could possibly pay off, which means we are no longer safe. We should start saving money. And then if we look at the safety rate from different years, we can see from 1950 to 2010, this is the Gaussian distribution centered at 1980. So at 1980, you are the safest. That is the 80s best age. And as you come to the current years, you are no longer safe because there are too many things that you can buy and spend your money. So you are no longer safe. And also, if you zoom in during the range between 2010 to 2018, which is the past 9 years, you see there are two peaks, which is 2013 and 2018. So during these 2 years, people suddenly decided that it's not a good idea to spend too much money. You know, it always takes a few years for people to realize they spend too much money. So it takes, for example, from the 1980s peak to 2014, it took, you know, roughly more than 20 years for them to realize it's a mistake. But people learn. So from 2014 to 2018, only 4 years they realize it's not a good idea to spend too much. So they save a lot. So they become safer. That is how these two peaks are centered at these 2 years. So what are we going to do in the next? We are safe now, maybe. So we can invest more money on saving the world. For example, we can do better things for the environment, so it doesn't get too cold at the North Pole or South Pole.
and then the environment is horrible. So if we can improve the technique, we will produce less pollution. So maybe we should spend more money on this, since since we are already safe at 2018. Now this is a new period that we should spend money. This is a good point where you should spend the money on. So in the new paper, it says the only possibility that you can get more safe, which is the positive aspect, is that we should increase our wages. But other people point out there are other possibilities that you can become more safe. But of course, these are not important, because all it matters is an increased salary, and these are just the icings on the cake. So like I said, during pandemic lockdown, your results and your scientific research should not be trusted. So it's good that these two people, Evans and Hesholdzik, decided they need to simulate more of the data in order to confirm the result from Blanchard. So they do some simulation. So Evans, of course, he has seen some different results, because the results are not trustworthy. So the point here is maybe Evans' result is not trustworthy as well, because everybody is working at home now, so nobody has reliable work. But anyway, there's no positive effect on Blanchard's parameter space. Regardless whatever that means, the main point here is that the parameter doesn't matter, but the increased salary matters. So let's look at the Blanchard's parameters. Why is it not positive? So he come up with this complicated model with all of these rectangular and colored bars, and he fit this model. So all this model tells us is that we are safe, because the R risk is smaller than R safe. And in Evans' study, in his simulation, in order to publish his work, he has to present the result in a different format. So
last minute.
Sure. Instead of presenting in these colored bars, he presents in a chart, in a table. So basically, his result is the same as before, except there are some parameter difference. But the main result is the same. You need to increase the salary. So coming towards the end, will the future be like the past? No, because if we look at the chart, we are getting worse. The safe rate is decreasing. So the possible explanation is policy failures, because we don't have enough salary. So in the end, this is the conclusion. The conclusion is it's better that we can increase the salary, and it doesn't matter that all of the parameters that people have been fitted before is different. So that's it.
Great. So our last speaker for the evening, Wen Shao from RLE. His topic, her topic is control of large collaborative swarms using random finite set theory.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Good evening. Thank you for coming to this most excited conference in the world today. And I'm very glad to be the last one, because people say save the best for the last. So today, my topic is about control of large collaborative swarm using random finite set theory. So what are swarms? we all have seen swarms of birds in the sky or fish in the ocean. So like this individual bird or fish can behave in a collaborative way, like suddenly changing their moving direction, but without colliding with each other. For me, it's like a magic. You know, I wish the cars in Boston can do as good as they do. So as human beings, you know, we always hope that we can do this magic, such that we can control some objects, and then they can form a pattern in our design way and do the job we want, right? So this is the motivation. And here are some examples. Like look at this cute robots that they can collaborate with each other and determine that they would like to push this object together towards the direction we want. And now we can even be more ambitious. Let's imagine we would like to build a giant space station like this in the Star Wars movies, right? So like that. So we hope we can do this also. Where we all heard that Romeo wasn't built in a day, so we also cannot build the space station at one time. We do not have a, giant spaceship that can send all these building blocks into space, into the universe at one time. So what is the solution? Well, one solution is we can send them into space with multiple times and let them assemble themselves together later on when they are floating in the universe. How to do this? Well, it's very challenging, because just from our daily experience, we know how hard it is to organize an event for a large group of people. The difficulty may, raise exponentially as a function of the number of people involved in. And it's almost impossible that you want the kids in the kindergarten to do whatever you want, right? So that's a really challenging task to control this swarming behavior. But, well, I'm smart enough to make this mission possible. So I developed an algorithm that can optimize this control system such that we can get the design swarming behavior. And here is the method. This method is called cohesive with to shine EOM method, where if you don't understand what is going on this slide, that's okay, because this CWEOM method is the top secret of my algorithm. And I plan to get a patent on this in order to become rich. So I'm sorry, I won't tell you the details until I'm rich enough. But if I get the $50 from this conference, I'm a small step closer towards this goal. And you can know this secret 1 second earlier. I guess you don't want to wait an extra second, right? So, well, anyway, this method can be understood as this diagram here. So you have some feedback loop that you can use to optimize this algorithm. And maybe you have noticed here, the control is fed through the PhD filter, right? So the PhD filter. I think as postdocs, we are all qualified to pass this filter, I hope. And here are the results I got. So, it was the Star Wars movie that motivated me to build a giant space station. So here I want to this individual object can form a star pattern. Just star, no words. So that's what I tried. So this movie shows how they successfully achieve my expectation that form a star pattern eventually. So that's my method, and I proved that it works pretty well. And here is another slide showing how good this method can work. So with this RFS control, I can form a really nice star, and it can even rotate. Okay, here comes to the last slide of my talk and maybe of today's conference. So this is a conclusion of my talk. There are some future work to do, but I think I already showed you that how good this algorithm can do to enable some behavior of these swarming states. Yeah, thank you for your attention.
Great, good talk. So I will send you a link now in the chat box for polling. So each one has only one poll or one vote to give. And this is for only those who were not giving talks. For all the rest of the participants, I mean, you can give your votes now.
So Ashwin, did you send the?
I sent the link.
The link.
Okay, wait, I have to send it again. It was, okay, now.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Just to be clear, presenters don't vote, right?
Yeah, presenters don't vote. Only those who are listening, audience will vote. If you're done with voting, just give a thumbs up so that I know. Everyone has voted. Has everyone voted? Okay. I think we have a tie. So we have to decide who the winner will be. Longfei?
Hi, Ashwin. Here.
Yeah, I think, can you break the room and include Christina, Yasmina,
okay.
Anne?
2 rooms, right?
Yeah. And who is still there?
Ashwin. So the PDA officers?
Right.
Okay.
Is
Jasmina, Christina.
4 hours.
And as well.
Yeah. Jin Yang too.
No, June is not in the PD offices, right?
Okay. So 4 hours, right?
5.
5?
Including Anne.
I included you. I cannot see myself in the list. Maybe I can choose either one.
You should join yourself and then break the room.
Okay, so did you see it? I can join.
Can't stand the suspense.
I know.
We're back. Hello.
Hi. Does everyone come back? Jasmine, Ashwin. Oh, where's Ashwin?
We lost him.
Oh, we lost him again.
Maybe he didn't see the. Sometimes it's automatically. I don't know how. I don't understand it. Sometimes it's automatic, but this time I had to press the button. Maybe you can pull him.
I can see Ashwin still in that room. How can I close that room?
Is he counting the votes or what is he doing?
I think he's probably expecting automatically to be pulled. Because you can, I think, pull him, but I never tried.
Close all rooms. Oh, I can close all rooms. Then
yes,
he automatically come here.
Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh.
I went back and he's not there.
Maybe he lost internet connections because he had some problems with. Okay, he's reconnecting.
Yeah.
We have a winner.
Welcome, Ashley.
So, who won?
Yeah. So so Anne and our PDA officers. So there are 5 people are very close. Got 2 points. So we have to revote, and yeah, by Anne and our officers. So I'm going to announce that the winner is Gary. Congratulations.
Gary, yay!
Gary,
congrats.
Gary, you have to say something, yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun, and yeah, I thought everyone's was also hilarious, and this was a really great event. And to be honest, I saw the word karaoke. I love karaoke, and that's why I joined. But it turned out to be much more fun than like actual karaoke.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks everyone who voted.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining.
So yeah, thank you all the
you guys all did awesome.
Yeah, all the presentations are of funny. Yeah. So I was laughing all the time. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
I had a great time, y'all.
Yeah.
It was fun. Thank you.
So
Thanks for a great event.
Gary got like $50 gift card, and all the other 6 presenters will get $25 gift card. Yeah.
Congratulations for everyone.
So when Shao can start her.
Yeah, so we have another voting process. So for all the presenters, you can vote for Amazon gift card or MIT Coke gift card. So Ashwin, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, you can just maybe type in the chat window what you want.
Yeah, okay.
So the majority based on the majority, we will decide which gift card everyone will get. That's it.
So yeah, all the presenters, you just type MIT or Amazon, but you don't tap enter. And I can, when you are ready, I count 1, 2, 3, and you send it out, and all the people send it out together. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What is the MIT one you mentioned? That's for what? Sorry.
The MIT Co-op gift card, where you can buy the MIT merchandise, or the Amazon.
Yeah.
I see.
So I can't type. Okay. So yeah, let's go. Let's
No,
send it
I'm
out.
on
Yeah.
MI.
Yeah. So Amazon. So everybody on Amazon. So let's do Amazon. Yeah.
So once the gifts, I mean the gift cards are there, we will let you know, and then we will send it.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Again, thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you
Yeah.
for organizing
Thank
this
you.
fun event.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
Thank you all for being there and
Yeah.
making it a great event.
Thank you, other
Thanks.
people.
Bye.
Nice. Bye.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Have a good night. Bye.